Nasaan ang pera mo? Maraming benta pero bakit parang walang natitira? May pumapasok na pera pero bakit laging kapos ka pa rin? Kumikita naman ang negosyo pero bakit hindi mo maramdaman? Anak, this is one of the most frustrating feelings in business. You work hard, you serve customers, you see money coming in every day. Pero at the end of the month, you look at your bank account and wonder, nasaan na ba napunta lahat? Alam mo anak, I have been in business for 40 years na. And let me tell you, I have experienced this myself and many times I was at a loss. Tulad mo, may mga taon na yung mga tindahan ko ay napaka-busy, customers were lining up, sales report looking good, but when I check my actual cash, kulang. Parang may butas ang bulsa ko na hindi ko makita. And here's what breaks my heart. Many business owners think that they have a sales problem when they don't. Akala nila, kailangan ko lang na mas maraming customers. Pero ang totoo is that sometimes the money is already there. It's just leaking out in places where you are not watching. So today, I want to share 5 realities with you. Not to scare you, but to help you finally see kung saan napupunta ang pera mo. Paano silang nawawala? Dahil anak, you cannot keep what you cannot track and you cannot fix what you refuse to face. And let's talk about it. Ito, reality number 1. Halo-halo ang pera. Is your personal money mixed with your business money? Naku, ang daming ganito ang sinasabi sa akin ng mga nakakausap ko. And let me share about a couple. Let's call them Victor and Rose. They run a metal fabrication shop for 7 years. And okay ang kontrata, steady projects, money was coming in regularly. Kaya lang, Victor and Rose had one big problem. They never separated their personal expenses from the business. When they needed groceries, they took money from the shop's cash. When a project payment came in, some went straight to their personal accounts. Ang ending, hindi nila alam kung ano talaga ang kita ng negosyo. And one day, a big project required materials worth 400,000. Connect nila yung business account nila and they were feeling confident na meron sila, no, they had more than enough. Pero 200,000 lang pala yung nandun. So nagpanic si Victor. Sabi niya, pero ang dami nating pera last month. Nasaan na? Hindi makasagot si Rose because they never tracked it properly. They almost lost that contract. They had to borrow from Victor's brother living in the US at the last minute para lang mabili nila yung mga materyales. Anak, eto ang lesson. Kapag pinaghalo natin ang personal at saka business money, we lose visibility. Kala natin, profitable ang negosyo natin dahil pumapasok yung pera. Pero hindi natin nakikita how much is actually staying in the business. Kaya, hiwalay natin yung mga accounts na yon. Pay yourself a fixed salary tapos treat the business money as untouchable unless it is for business. Otherwise, you will always wonder kung saan napunta yung pera. Mahirap yan, anak. Reality number 2, hindi mo alam ang tunay na gastos. Do you know how much it really costs to run your business every month? I hope you're not like this couple that I'm about to share with you. Ang tawag natin sa kanila ay si Julius at si Andrea. Meron silang printing and large format production business. Daming orders, corporate clients, busy every week. Pero every month, they feel stressed. May pera na pumapasok pero laging halos ubos pagdating ng katapusan ng buwan. Nung tinanong ko sila, how much are your total monthly expenses? Hindi sila makasagot kaagad. Siguro mga 150,000 Mami N, sabi ni Julius. Sabi ko, ilista nyo lahat. Rent, utilities, sweldo, materials, machine, maintenance, ink, delivery costs, even the coffee for the office, dapat nakalista. And alam mo ba, nagulat sila na yung kanilang actual monthly expenses was 230,000 pesos. Almost 80,000 more than yung kanilang original na estimate. Kaya pala parating parang short yung pera nila. They were pricing jobs based on wrong assumptions. They were spending based on what they felt, not what was real. Once nakita na nila yung tunay na numbers, inadjust na nila yung kanilang pricing. Nag-cut na sila ng unnecessary expenses and within 6 months, they finally had money left at the end of each month. Kaya anak, ito yung lesson. Hindi mo mamamanage yung hindi mo minimeasure. If you don't know your real costs, you are flying blind. And blind pilots, may crash, di ba? Kaya let's list every single expense. Let's update it monthly. Let's face the real numbers even if they scare you. Maraming beses, I have come across with business owners who don't track their numbers the right way. Huwag sayangin ang mga pinagpaguran, anak. As business owners, we have to love the numbers. Remember that? Reality number 3, masyado kang mapagbigay sa presyo. Are you giving away your profit without realizing it? Nako, mahirap yan. Let me share about a couple. Let's call them Oscar and Leia. Meron silang furniture manufacturing business na matagal-tagal na rin. Nag-o-offer sila ng custom pieces at yung kanilang products are of really good quality, which is why they're always being recommended by their loyal customers. Pero si Oscar merong habit. Every time na ang customer humihingi ng discount, he would say yes. Hindi siya marunong mag-say no dahil ayaw niyang marisk yung sale. Baka hindi bumili. Sige na, bahala na, basta may order. 5% off here, 10% off there, even free delivery, extra pieces thrown in. May free dito, free doon. Si Leia, parati niyang pinasabi kay Oscar na, we are working so hard, pero bakit parang walang nangyayari? Until one day, they calculated how much they gave away in discounts so isang taon na yun. And yung total pala ay umabot na ng almost 400,000 freebies and discount given in 1 year. Hindi na yun generosity, that's profit walking out of the door. Naisip ni Oscar na nag-build siya ng customer loyalty. Yun ang akala niya. Pero ang ginagawa niya was really training customers to always expect discounts from him. They made a new rule. No discounts without approval from Leia. Standard pricing for everyone. Discounts only for bulk orders or advance payments. Kaya within 1 year, yung kanilang profit margin nag-improve dramatically. Same customers, same products, pero ngayon, they were keeping what they earned. Kaya anak, ito yung lesson dito. Bawat discount na binibigay mo, anak, comes from your pocket, not from the sky. Be generous with your service, not with your profit. Your business, kailangan niya ng pera para makapag-survive at para makapag-grow. Reality number 4, walang nakakaalam kung saan napunta. Can you trace where every peso went last month? Let me share about a couple again. Let's call them Victor and Lian. They run a beauty and skincare brand for 4 years. Online sales, physical store, growing customer base. Pero meron silang mystery. Every month, they counted their sales. The numbers look good, but the cash did not match. Bakit parang merong kulang lagi, sabi ni Lian. Chinek nila, baka merong nagnanakaw. Wala namang obvious. They check for errors. Wala din namang major. Ang problema, no one was tracking the small expenses. So the staff would buy packaging supplies, petty cash for lunch, emergency deliveries, small repairs, all paid in cash. Walang resibo, walang record. And yung palang maliliit na amount na yon, when you add them up, 1,000 there, 500 here, every week, thousands were disappearing into untracked expenses. Si Victor and Lian, nung napansin nila to, they implemented a simple rule. Every single expense, no matter how small, gets recorded. Every receipt gets kept. Every cash withdrawal gets logged. And within 3 months, the mystery was solved. The missing money was not stolen. It was just never tracked or recorded. Kaya anak, ito yung lesson. Money without a paper trail is money that disappears. If you cannot show where it went, you cannot stop it from leaking. Track everything, ha? Even the small stuff. Especially the small stuff. Reality 5, puro inventory, walang cash. Nako, yan po ang kasalanan namin. Kaya kami nagkautang-utang. So, ang question is your money stuck in products that are not selling? Let me share about a couple. Let's call them Brandon and Mel. Importer po sila at nagdi-distribute sila ng Korean and Japanese products. skincare, snacks, lifestyle items, popular products with good demand. But they had a problem. They loved buying new inventory. Enjoy na enjoy sila sa pagsha-shopping. Every time they saw a trending product, they ordered big. Baka maubusan tayo. Baka tumaas ang presyo. Yung warehouse nila, punong-puno na, pero yung kanilang bank account, empty. There came a time when Mel did an inventory check and she found products that had been sitting for over a year. Some were near expiry, some were no longer trending. At nung kinalculate niya yung value of slow-moving stock, over 1.2 million worth of products just sitting there, not earning anything. Yung pera na yon could have been used for marketing, di ba? For better storage, for salaries, for growing the business. So Brandon and Mel made the hard decision. They sold the slow-moving items at a discount just to recover cash. They created a rule now. No new orders until old stock moves. Mahirap yon, no? Napakasakit. But within 6 months, yung cash flow nila naging healthy. Healthier than before. Kaya anak, ito yung lesson. Inventory is not money. Cash is money. If your cash is locked in products that don't sell, you are rich on paper but poor in reality. Move the stock. Free the cash. Keep your business breathing. Anak, having sales is not the same as having money. Many business owners confuse revenue with profit. They see customers, they see transactions, but they don't see where the money actually goes. At ito yung danger. Kaya gusto ko itang tanungin, anak, which of these sound familiar to you? Is your personal money mixed with your business money? Do you know your real monthly expenses? Are you giving away too many discounts? Can you trace where every peso went? And is your cash stuck in inventory that is not moving? If any of these hit home, anak, it's time to look deeper. Hindi sa sales mo, not at your customers, but at how your money flows and where it is leaking. Because the business is not failing. You just cannot see yung mga butas. So this week, I want you to do one thing. Pick one of these 5 lessons and examine it in your business. Start there, face the truth, fix one leak at a time. At sabihin mo sa akin sa comments, alin doon ang kailangan mong unahing i-fix. Remember, that's how we can be business-minded Pinoy.